what you're seeing on the ground this is not a scene of a movie that is created. This is real, live devastation in the parish of St. Elizabeth, and more so Black River. To hear about it is one thing. To witness it for yourself, as I have just done and still doing, is something else. And it leaves one to just be thankful, because SP Minto and team has been here from over the weekend and has not left, has created welfare kitchen, has created some makeshift bathrooms so that they can do a sort of a ad hoc fresh up of themselves to continue to serve. You can see that the entire town, not just the station, the entire town has been inundated with this weather situation. It is catastrophic. There is no other way to describe it. Right? And we are not making up a story. We are not trying to create an illusion. This is what is happening. And at the moment, even the movements to try to reach to point A or B to render some assistance is really, really challenging. You can see the headquarters station here. You can see the damage. And so the basic offices and personnel that would normally give the different police services, they are now part of the team that is dealing with mopping up and cleaning up, so that there can be at least that semblance of service still to the public to the best that we can. So it is coming here, we drove through 3 rivers. I can't describe them as nothing else. We drove through 3 rivers to get here. And coming through that level of water, we were really very concerned as to if we would make it through. But we were very determined to reach to SP Minto and his team and to bring some form of welfare, but to be physically here with him as we speak. The higher command has been briefed. Commissioner was as far as Santa Cruz yesterday. We are now hearing that the Holland Bamboo might be cleared, or cleared in terms of a single lane for vehicular traffic. We're hoping it is so, because I know of that type of human resource that is now being mobilized so that Mr. Minto and his team can get that assistance from both JCF and JDF in terms of law and order and security. We can have some semblance of that in the town. The only place right now with a little electricity is the station. So when night falls, the only beacon of light is right here at the station. The entire area otherwise is gone. Light gone, building gone, the necessary services, the engagement of the different entities, wholesale, supermarkets, you name it, you can see all gone, and all the rubble are out there in the driving space.
How soon can Mr. Minto expect the additional support from the High Command to come?
No, man, the support has started to be mobilized. Commissioner right now is sitting with his team. I have provided a physical brief using the Starlink commendation to Mr. Minto to have that, so that we could do a little communication. So I know that mobilization is taking place now, so that there can be that sort of an outside assistance to the St. Elizabeth team, especially in the Black River space.
So I'm directing this question to Mr. Minto. My team has witnessed firsthand you trying to assist a sick woman not being able to go to the hospital. What is High Command and even the JDF doing to assist persons who are in a serious position to get to the hospital?
So as you are aware, the major roadway from the town center here in Black River to get to the hospital is totally impassable. The road is cut in several areas, and so there's no driving route directly there. This woman, I'm told, is from Arlington. They took her and she collapsed, and they brought her to the police station, as we have been doing ever since the even the threat of the hurricane, let alone the passage and after. We have had several persons coming here for assistance, and the police station is that facility in the parish, in the capital, that people come to for assistance. And so, without even any delay, we immediately, and thankfully, we had some doctors from the Black River Hospital that were in my office, and so they were able to immediately treat with her. We got a vehicle, and they're using a route that goes through Newtown to get to the hospital to continue that kind of treatment. Just yesterday evening, we had a lady who, we had some good Samaritans in the parish. She assisted a gentleman who had a broken leg and brought him here. And although we couldn't take him here, but we directed her, went by the command center, and eventually to seek some assistance as to get the additional treatment. During the hurricane, within the first 60 minutes, first hour, once the roof started lifting around, we had persons who were living near to the station immediately started coming over for refuge. And we opened our doors. We took them in. We allowed them to shelter here, entire family to include children. We provided them with support, provided them with food, water, whatever we had that we were consuming, we assisted them. As we speak, we still have one female who is here trying to make some contact, but we're going to be moving her to the shelter shortly. And we continue to be one people. So although it's a police station, and I know persons know what a police station is for, but we're actually assisting with a lot of the efforts. ACP would have mentioned we have a communication device through Starlink, and last night I saw 80 devices, just a lot of community people. It's a real challenge because everybody's trying to say, I want to know what's happening to my family, can you assist? And so we provided that, and persons came and we gave them access and allowed them to make some initial contact. So we continue to provide the support. I want to just to say though that, you know, as ACP said, to see what is happening is different from hearing about it. I've seen a lot of my officers broke down in tears. I've witnessed people coming over who have lost their businesses, who have lost their property, and they're in tears as to how they're going to rebuild. It is, I've never seen anything like this. And I hope we will never see anything like this again. It is catastrophic. It is really difficult when you are here. You've seen the water levels rising. We had brooms, several of us just trying to push out the water. In addition to trying to ensure there is no life that was lost. And as I indicated in an earlier interview, it was our priority. We had the citizens who were seeking shelter at the police station. We had the officers who are here to serve the public, many of whom have lost their houses, their roof, and they were here for days, 5 days. One officer just left, 5 days being here, and it's because the road now is now cleared going to White House, is able to leave. So whilst we're here offering service to the public, many of the officers lost, my admin officers, deputy superintendent, many of them lost a significant portion of their housing. And so we continue to pick up the pieces. It will take some time. I want to appeal to the citizens of St. Elizabeth to be very patient. I provided my number, my personal number to the public so that persons can reach me if they can't reach a police station because the number is down. And I've been getting a lot of calls. Persons want to know about their family members, and as best as possible, we try. We are limited in terms of mobility, so we can't respond the way we want to. One, the corridors are still blocked. And so what we're aiming to do now with our mayor who is coordinating from the parish level, is to ensure that the major roadways are first cleared, and then we can go to the off roads. And so we're dealing with that so that the police will be able to move out of there. In terms of injuries, as you would have mentioned, we have 5 confirmed deaths, and there are some others. We just got another call, but this is treated as a sudden death. That's in the Magati area. The police now is trying to get to that location to assess and to do the necessaries. We have several reports of injuries. We don't want to speak to anything that is unconfirmed, but as the information becomes available and we have confirmed it, then we will be too happy to share that information.
How difficult is it to maintain order? We've seen a lot of looting, reported looting. How difficult has it been for your officers to maintain order in Black River?
So there is in fact a situation where citizens are moving about, trying to see what they can gather. Yesterday we see a lot of persons just picking up things on the roadway, things that would have been washed out, and so they were just picking them. Over the course of the night, though, we got some reports, and so the police intervened this morning. We know of at least one establishment that they were in, and the police responded immediately, took control of that situation, and we're maintaining a presence there until the owners have arrived. And so we are, as I spoke to the residents this morning, and they indicated, super we're hungry, super we need water. It still is no excuse for anybody to break the law. And so we're asking them to exercise some patience. There are a number of agencies, including our government and external partners, that have reached out, and relief is on the way. A lot of the intervention has started already. And we are, from our end, doing all we can to ensure that the relief gets to the people wherever it is.
It's not being from the Federation. I'm sure this must have, this event in itself must change the paradigm as it relates to advocacy for your members. I mean, how is that? What are you seeing? What are you seeing on the ground?
Well, what we are seeing is a total shock from the passing of Hurricane Melissa. We have had our central committee, the management committee of the Jamaica Constabulary Welfare Fund. We started a lot of mobilization prior to the arrival of Hurricane Melissa. We have conceptualized our emergency connection and disaster intervention network in collaboration with our Caribbean Federation of Police Welfare Associations. And we have been doing our assessment. However, when we look at what has happened here in Black River, St. Elizabeth, and other parishes like St. James and so on, we have to move with alacrity. And I know what you said, the paradigm in advocacy has changed, but the paradigm has intense, not a change. It has intensified, because we also, away from looking at what has happened to our police officers and their families, we have a civic responsibility as well. So we have to do it in a multi-layered way to reach everyone. And so far, as you heard, ACP Allen and SP Minto has said that persons who are on duty lost their homes. So their kids are without homes and so on. So we have to look at ways where we can assist with the restoration process. We are one Jamaica Constabulary Force. We are police officers, and our service continues. I was super impressed when I came in and I saw a doctor in-house here. I want to commend the Superintendent Minto and his team for this kind of commitment. We experience persons moving on, Some persons from the media saw Police Federation and they say, oh, negotiation no there. I say, no. We have intensified our advocacy, not only to ensure that our police officers are okay, but to engage with the citizens and assist as best as possible, because we need each other. We have to be our brothers and sisters keeper during this time.